Let's go. Who's ready for another nickel hunt? Welcome back to Silver in the Big Sky. Yes, we've got a nickel bag or 2 nickel boxes. The bags can be, well, if you've seen some of our videos, the bags can be really good, including that 11 war nickel bag we had earlier on. There's a little look of the Big Sky. And yeah, we are late fall. Every video, I feel like I say, it's crazy. It's not white out there yet, but it's not white out there yet. Any day, could be the next video. What we're going to do at the start of this one, so we've done the equivalent of 34 boxes on the year. So this is going to put us at 35 and 36. We got a couple of these nickel books, these Whitman nickel books. It's just through 62. So it's going to have Jefferson nickels starting in 38. As we talk about in the video, these are key dates here. So then you can actually see the mint marks and why that one's more popular than those two. Look at the 39 Philly that we find a bunch of. 120 million, only 3.5 and 6.6 there. But we're going to go through all the keepers that we've been keeping. So there's 65 slots in here to, I believe it's 61, which we really hadn't been keeping 60 and 61. So we'll be looking for some nice ones of those. But then we're going to keep track of how many slots we've filled and how many boxes it takes us to get there, I guess. And here's our collection system so far. So as we've been finding keepers, whether it's been a war nickel, nice Jefferson nickels, and so on, we've been filling in here. Some of these you'll find we're like, oh yeah, that must be a key date because we don't have any, right? There's a few like that. But obviously there's stuff we're missing, but this will just kind of keep it a little bit more in the forefront, and we can share it as we hunt along together and try to complete this collection. So we're going to go through here, try to pick out the nicest one of each one, slot as many as we can. We'll come back with a little short version of that, and then we'll get to the hunt. I'm ready. Are you ready, babe?
I'm ready.
She's ready. She sounds real excited.
I was just going through the nice ones. Sorry.
She's getting a head start over here. All right, let's go. We are back. That was pretty sweet. That's pretty impressive. We've actually got 59 of those 65s. Look at that page. I'm sure we've seen many 60Ps. Just didn't have a nice one. We just happen to have stunners in the 60D and 61P and D. But look at that. So everything on this page but that one. This page, 51S, that's a semi-key. Yep, that's a semi-key date that we just haven't come across. Ironically, well, the 50D, I think, is the hardest, is the most difficult one. It's the lowest amount. The 49S, even though it's only 9.7 million, we have like 6 or 7 of these, pretty crazy. But no 48S, of course, the 50D or the 51S. And even though there's more of those, should be plenty of those out there. Having all of the war nickels, though. Several of these we only had one of. So what's the most difficult one? Looks like it's the 43D at just 15 million. Pretty interesting. And then that 42D is actually a pretty nice one. There's only 14 million of those. And then you get back into the early years. Of course, we had that one hunt where it appeared like we found a collection book dump. Look how nice that 39P is. But a 39DNS, I think that's the second most difficult one, and the third, so we don't have either of the D or S in the 38. Those are key dates. But yeah, crazy. 59 out of 65, including all of the war nickels. So cool. All right, we're going to get to the hunt. First handful out of the bag. We're going to have our first Jefferson nickel in the 40s. It's going to be a 1947. Out of Philly, it looks like. Double check that. Yeah. It was just some grime up there. It was looking like a mint mark. We're on the board. She's going to have Jefferson nickel number 2 in the 40s in her first handful.
1940, and I believe it is an S.
40 San Francisco. All right, we're rolling. Same handful. Jefferson nickel number 3 in the 40s. That's a pretty good looking 46. 1946. Out of Denver. Sweet. We haven't even found anything in the 50s yet, actually. Fine. We are in our second handfuls, and we're going to have our first chance at a slot in the book. That's a 48. That 48S is a semi-keyed 8, and we are missing it. Can we find it? Come on. And we got a San Francisco Mint Dance. Do it now. Let's go. Show me San Francisco. Oh, we're going to get a Philly. That's all right. We'll take it. 4th Jefferson nickel in the 40s. We did add 1 in the 50s. We'll keep hunting. She's going to have Jefferson nickel number 5 in the 40s over here.
1946. Let's see.
Just missed a war nickel.
Nope. No mint mark, so Philly.
46 Philly. We'll take it. Same handful for me. I came to a 55. Of course, the 1955 in the Philadelphia can be a semi-keyed 8. We do have it slotted, I believe. Yes, we do. But we'd still like to see it. Come on. No mint mark on this thing. Of course, it's a Denver. We'll take it. That's our 3rd in the 50s to go with those 5 in the 40s. I just came to that coin, and you can see it from a mile away. Oh, my goodness.
He always gets the good stuff.
Oh, my. That is a high condition proof. Typically, when you find a circulated proof, it's not going to be that pretty. Look at the back of that thing. Dang. Wow.
Flip it over. Let me see what year.
Wow. I'm enjoying this, baby. Look at that. Woo. What are we going to have?
There's no mint mark. Okay.
No, there's no mint mark. What are we going to have? Look at that. Man, that's
Flip
pretty.
it already.
Okay, fine. You guys ready? Here we go.
79.
79S right there.
Nice.
That is a proof. We're going to have a proof
That's a good
nickel.
looking one for 79.
Yeah. Man, the Jefferson nickel proofs are so nice.
So awesome.
Look at that Monticello building and how clear all that is. Wow. That is pretty. We're going to put that thing on the board. Wow. What a find. The proofs don't show up a whole lot. Might not be a whole lot of value, but they sure are pretty. We'll take it. Well, anytime we're dealing with the bags and you find something in a bag, like just seconds later, we're only, 2-3 minutes since we found that last proof, babe?
Yeah, not even, I don't think.
So we're sitting here talking like, wouldn't it be cool?
Ruled over it, I'm not sure.
Yeah. We're like, wouldn't it be cool if there was like somebody had a bunch of proofs, and so then you got the bag. It's all gonna be together. Well, again, we're only a couple of minutes later.
So this one is not as good, but like if you can, like when I move this, do you see how the back shimmers? Like you can see the little bit of luster, but on the building you can't.
Yep, I can see it.
So I saw that from the back, and it is a 2001 S. So this is a proof. It's just not as pretty as the last one.
Dang.
But look at that. I mean, I'll still take it.
We are going to have a second proof.
We haven't had a proof in a long time.
No, I think we've only had a handful of proof nickels, and we've got literally all that to go. Let's frickin' go. Gonna have another 1955 here that we came across in the front. Hoping for that Philadelphia. So no mint mark. Let's go. All right, another Denver. We'll still take it.
But we did find the 60p we needed, right?
Oh yeah, we've got a solder. It's not a very nice one, but it is a 60p, so we'll hold on to that. Hopefully we'll find a nicer one. I messed up the pile there, but little side finds. We do have a 2009. Those 2009s are low minted. Don't find very many. And a 2024. Last I looked, these 2025s are selling for more than face value on eBay, but so we've been pulling those aside too. All right, We're almost halfway through the bag. Not quite. Sounds like she's got our first one in the 30s over here.
I do. I got a 39. I always have to look at these like 4 times because it could be an 8 or a 5.
The 3s and the 5s, yeah.
Yeah, so 39.
And we want any mint mark, please.
Okay, let's see. Philly.
All right.
Sorry.
I'll throw it on the scope over there for that double die.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Like I saw a little something once I found that and was like, what?
No way. We have very, very few of these. We do not find these.
I do not see a date on that though. I mean, it doesn't matter. I love finding these. But yeah, we got a buffalo.
Fortunately, all the ones that we have found, do have a date. So we do have Nick a date. I'll take a closer look at it, see if we can't make something out. And we'll make a plan for that one. Awesome. Just a few coins later, she's on a heater over here.
Yeah, we are in need of a 51 in our book, and I believe it's an S, right?
Yep, so the 51S is a semi-keyed 8, and we are missing it.
So I've got a 51 here, so let's hope for an S.
One freaking time.
Let's do this. Give me a mint mark. Boom.
Is that it?
That looks like a friggin' S to me.
No way.
You're going to have to scope it.
Okay. Hold on.
I mean...
I'll pause this and I'll bring this over there. Well, sure enough, it is. Yeah, that was a little weak. Little damage on that, but that is definitely a San Francisco mint mark. Let's verify. That is definitely a 1951. We've got a slaughter for the book.
S that we needed.
Holy cow. Dang, that's awesome. We're going to put that on the board. We'll put it at the top of the board so we'll remember to get it in the book at the end of the hunt. She might do it again. It sounds like she's got a 48 over here.
It's just a 1948.
And we're missing that 48S in the book.
Okay, well, let's see what we got, okay?
If she does it, she is getting all the good finds, you guys. I'm just...
Whatever, you had that good find. All right, 48. Okay, so there's a mint mark. Let's see. It's a Denver.
All right, well, we had a mint mark. We were halfway there. Dang.
It's okay. It's a Denver.
All right.
Still a good one.
We'll get it on the board. Almost forgot to circle back to that buffalo in all the excitement. And I don't think we're going to need any nicodate. I don't know if you guys can make that out there, but I can definitely see the remnants of a 2. Sorry. So there's the 2 there. And that's a 5. You can clearly see the loop in the 5 there.
I can see it with my, naked eye, but with the scope, you can definitely see there's a 2 and a 5.
Yeah, I could almost see it a little bit better when I had it angled there, but that's going to be a 25. And there was, yeah, you can see the 2 a little bit better there. So definitely the 19 is gone. But it's going to be a 1925 Philly because there was also no mint mark there at the bottom. That could be a Denver and a San Francisco, I believe. Almost looks like a little chunk of metal there where there should have been a mint mark, but I'm going to call that a Philly. 1925 Philly. We will take that. The finds keep coming. It's been going so good, we decided, we had to get a bourbon. But look at this. Another 39. It looks like a dandy, too. Man. Come on. Can we please get a mint mark? Denver or San Francisco. Let's go. Philly again. Curse you. Hey, we'll still take a 39. It's a second year Jefferson nickel. I don't see any doubling on that. And I don't think I ever did check that one from earlier. Let's make sure on that one. Nope, nothing on that one. All right, we've got a second 39. I still think we're only about halfway. This bag has just been freaking amazing.
It's been pretty awesome.
And she's got one of the years. Yeah, that is a 1950, isn't it, babe?
Yep, 1950.
So before she flips it, the Denver is a key date and is obviously one of the 5 or whatever we're missing, or down 4, I think. And then the Philly is a semi-key date.
Are we missing the Philly or the Denver?
We're not missing the Philly. We are missing the Denver.
No.
The Denver is what I think it's the hardest nickel to find.
Okay.
So show us a Denver.
Here we go. Hope for a mint mark. Crap.
Well, the Philly means if there's a Philly.
It's a Philly, yep.
Yep, so that's a semi-key date. That's a great find.
Okay.
We do have it in our book, but that is a great find. Another semi-key date in this hunt. Insane. Sorry, it's a lot of clips, but this one just could be something special. I caught it from the back. It's really worn, so it's an older Jefferson nickel. San Francisco mint mark. So this could be big. Come on. What we really want to see is the 38.
Watch, it's a 64 or something.
No, it's got to be 54 and older.
Okay.
For the San Francisco. 38, come on. 41.
Hey,
that's not bad.
Okay.
It's not on the list, but hey, it's a good looking one too. We are for sure over halfway. Sounds like she's got another 40s find, and it could be another, if that is what she said it was. Is that a 49?
49.
All
hey,
right.
babe, my eyes are better than yours.
I know. So we're looking for that S.
49. Let's see. Ah, Philly.
Hey, we'll still take it. Another Jefferson nickel in the 40s. Awesome. Sounds like she's got another good one over here.
I thought it was a 58, but it is a 38.
That's a first-year Jefferson nickel. That'll be our first one in the hunt, and we just want any mint mark here. Any mint mark is a key date and would be a slaughter. Come on.
All right, let's see. There's a D.
No freaking way.
Yay!
This is insane. That's a key date. We now have a key date and two semi-key dates.
And it's a pretty one. It's a nice looking one.
Holy moly, that's insane.
Gee, I'm glad it wasn't 58.
What is going on with this bag? Hold on, we've got to toast that. Jeez,
Cheers,
this is
babe.
insane, you guys. Bourbon.
You gotta drink it. You can't just cheers and not drink.
Oh yeah, we will. Yep, we're over here for another one.
He's getting a little bitter
Just
about it.
stolen me.
So 1947.
Nice. What do we
Let's
got?
see. An S.
It is the San Francisco.
Nice.
A lot of
1947
San
S.
Francisco's in this hunt. Awesome. We got a rare find on this side of the board.
Jeez.
We're going to have Jefferson nickel number 10 in the 40s. It's going to be a 46 at a Philly. Man, we're literally only missing a war nickel to really complete this. Seconds later, that's how much we have. She couldn't let me have a find. She had to just, get right back on the board and up me maybe.
It's a 39.
Oh my gosh, if you get
sorry.
another key date. Okay, we do
What
want
do
the
we
min
need?
mark.
What do we need?
A D or an S.
Okay.
I mean, we've got both of them, but we're talking key date on a D or an S.
All right, let's see. Can we do it? Oh, please give me a mint mark. Come
Goodness
on.
gracious.
Oh, it's a Philly.
She's been lucky on the flips, but the 39's tough.
Yeah.
All right, that's our third 39 Philly. We're getting down there.
Got a 41.
It's going to be Jefferson nickel from the 40s, number 11, I believe.
There is no mint mark, so Philly.
41 Philly, so close to a war nickel, just 1 year early.
Dang it.
We'll take it. We're literally down to the end. We're just got what's in front of us.
The bag's gone, but we were just talking about how we haven't had a war nickel yet, and guess what? I just pulled a 42, which could be a war nickel, but it could not be as well.
Yeah, if I'm judging by the look, I'm going to guess it's not, but I'm hoping it is.
I'm going to be optimistic and say it's war nickel. So
I'm hoping
let's
it
flip
is.
it. All right, ready? Dang it. It's not. I was hoping I could prove him wrong.
42 Philly, so 42 it was a transition year. There was silver war nickels as well as non-silver nickels, and that's one of the non-silver versions. We did not have a 42 in this hunt, so we'll take it. Well, that was some hunt. Lots of finds on the board. That's what you want to see. You want to see 20 to 25 finds per box. We got plenty of them, including good finds. Let's start with a few side finds. Had 3 Canadian, including a really shiny 1968. And then we pulled out 3 really nice looking Jefferson nickels, including a San Francisco minted 68. They did make San Francisco not intended for circulation coins, or I think they're just business. But that's a really nice one. So we pulled that aside. Over here, I'll put something on the screen. I'm going to look up those 2025s if they are still worth pulling out. But we ended up with, I think it was 47 of them. Pretty nuts.
It's a lot.
5 2024s. which those are still selling really well. I think one of those was a Philly, yep, and 4 Denver minted. 3 2009s. We don't see very many of those. That's another very low minted coin that you should be pulling out if you see them. Worth a few bucks. And then old Jefferson nickels that we're pulling out. Had a stack of 59, 58 Denvers. Looks like a 57 and a 56 Denver. A couple of 55 Denvers. Of course, we were looking for the Philly there. 54, a couple of Denvers. 53, a Philadelphia minted one. And 52, a San Francisco. And then back to the 40s. Had a 49 Denver. 48 had, 49 Philly. 48 we had Philly and Denver. 47 we had Philly and San Francisco. 46 we had Philly and Denver. Nothing in the war nickel years, the split year of 42, so no 43, 44, 45s. We had that non-war nickel 42 Philly, a 41 Philly, a 41 San Francisco, and a 40 San Francisco. And then you usually don't have this many finds of the hunt, but that's quite a few. So let's start on the left side here. Had that just stunning proof. 1979, sorry, look at that. Wow, what a shot of that. Hard to believe next to it that that's also a proof, but that's what they'll look like when they become a little bit more handled out there and, you know, brought to a bank.
Don't judge my proof.
Yeah. And then we had the 3. Yeah, hers wasn't as nice. That's the only thing I beat her on in this freaking hunt. Jeepers, she killed me.
Aw, love.
I even made dinner tonight. She's gonna make dinner now.
Oh, you poor pumpkin.
3 39 Phillies. Of course, we were looking for Denver and San Francisco there. A freaking Buffalo. We did not find very many of these. And this was a 1925 at a Philly. The mint mark is right down at the bottom if there is one. Those did come in Denver and San Francisco, I believe, in that year. And then we had a 38 freaking key date Denver minted. Wow, that's just a super rare find.
That goes in our book, right?
Yep, that's going to go in the book. We'll come back for the book real quick after this. And then we had another slaughter, the 51 San Francisco. Look at that. That's insane. Insane. And then we had a semi-key date, I believe. That was a 50 Philly, I'm thinking. Yep. So semi-key date. And then we had, a 1960 Philly we needed to slot. We found a decent one there. So we'll get that in the book. We'll be right back with the book. All right, we're back with the book. Here it was. Not a rare one, but we just didn't have one. Hopefully we'll find a stunner down the road. But that 60 Philly, we're going to get that plugged in. Make sure that's nice and straight there. Awesome. And then we found a 1951 San Francisco. We're going to be down to 3. This is nuts. And a 38 Denver. Wow, only 5.3 million of them. Wow, what a find. Crazy. Crazy bag. We were due for we were hoping for a good hunt. We've had a couple of slow hunts, so we are just down to 3. 38 San Francisco.
That's crazy.
48 San Francisco and a 50 Denver. And we have literally done this in, what did we start at? We've done this in 36 boxes, people.
Damn.
Down to 3. Oh, and look at that. 3 proof is what we had on the year. So we nearly doubled our proof total for the year. We only had 5 buffalo in the year, so we're at 6 there. So 6 and 5, yeah. Buffalo and proof are pretty rare. I'd like to see another one of those V-nickels. What a freaking hunt! Man, we could really use some comments and some likes. And of course, help us with a subscription if you haven't already. What a great, we've probably only had one nickel hunt that was better than this that we've videoed. We had one, I think it was like our first or second nickel box when we first started this year, when we were just doing it for a hobby. And I think we had like 120 something finds in the one box. It was.
But we didn't even know what we were looking for.
Nope, we
either.
thought, we were like, this is stupid. This is so easy. Why would even people do this? And since then we've had boxes with 10, and we're like, wow, we had
less. Yeah.
it was an insane box. So again,
We had no clue.
yeah.
Absolutely. No.
So we've had that really good box, and we've had a couple of good bags, but this is insane. 36 boxes. We have 3 left. Yeah, can't wait for the next bag to drop. I'd give you a parting shot, but she's pitch black out there.
Pitch black.
Yep. Hi. But yeah, we got a little bourbon to finish, but
You get us in our best. We're in our jammies already.
on deck we've got hopefully I think we're going to have a 1 bag and 2 box dime hunt coming, and we've got, you guessed it, 2 more quarter bags up. So that'll probably be our next 2 hunts. Look forward to those, and we look forward to seeing you on the next hunt.